Become a member and watch the next episode before it drops. Thank you. This was the second supercontinent that Xiaoyan had set foot on in the Great Thousand World. Its vastness left him utterly astonished. Continuing from before, seeing the puzzled look on Xiaoyan's face, the Taishu Sacred Flame asked, "What's wrong? It feels a bit off. Senior Sacred Flame, you should be able to sense it as well. Across the many continents within this Flame Spirit domain, there seems to be very little of the unique aura of the Flame Spirit clan. Instead, there are all kinds of mixed auras, different attributes unevenly distributed." Xiaoyan spoke with confusion. Hearing this, the Taishu Sacred Flame chuckled. "Ha! So that's what you're puzzled about. The Flame Spirit domain contains nearly 5,000 continents. These continents, whether in the past or present, have all been under the control of the Flame Spirit clan. However, due to their continuous decline in strength over the past 10,000 years, the Flame Spirit ancestor had no choice but to take drastic measures. He opened up the Flame Spirit domain to other factions. After this plan was implemented, the Flame Spirit clan retreated to the Flame Spirit continent. And as one of the 10 supercontinents, its immense size is more than enough for the clan to thrive." "I see." After hearing the explanation, Xiaoyan finally understood. Those mixed auras were precisely the presence of the various sects and experts who had settled on the Flame Spirit clan's continents. Then let's head directly to the Flame Spirit continent. Tushe, Ancient God, and the Flame Spirit ancestor should both be there. Xiaoyan gazed into the distance. As his sight crossed countless continents at the very end of heaven and earth, a colossal continent came into view. Compared to it, the surrounding thousands of continents were like stars scattered around a full moon. However, as Xiaoyan observed the edge of the Flame Spirit continent, a faint glimmer caught his attention. This light was not caused by spiritual power. It resembled sunlight reflected by a gigantic mirror. "Huh! Since the gate of the Flame Spirit clan is right before us, I'll lend you my power." While Xiaoyan was puzzled by the strange reflection, the Taishu Sacred Flame smiled. His body began to distort. Black and white light surged forth, interweaving, eventually transforming into a flame resembling a Taiji yin-yang fish. Only then did Xiaoyan snap back to his senses. With a wave of his sleeve, he absorbed it into his body. Then he took a single step, and instantly appeared hundreds of thousands of miles away. In less than 10 minutes, Xiaoyan crossed dozens of continents. Finally, the edge of the Flame Spirit continent appeared before him. At that moment, he understood the source of the reflection. What stood before him was a cliff millions of zhang tall. Its width spanned millions of miles with no visible end to either side. The cross-section of the cliff was as smooth as a mirror, as if it had been sliced open by some terrifying force. Just as Xiaoyan was observing the cliff, he suddenly sensed a powerful aura entering his perception. He immediately turned his gaze downward toward the bottomless sea. The aura came from the depths. At that moment, a massive shadow emerged beneath the ocean surface. A water column tens of thousands of zhang high shot into the sky, and a gigantic black dragon charged directly at Xiaoyan. Black Flame Sea Dragon Emperor. Xiaoyan was momentarily stunned, then immediately recognized it. This black dragon was ranked 17th on the heavenly ranking of the Myriad Beasts record, a top-tier divine beast that dwelled in the deep sea. What made it even more terrifying was the black flame on its body that could burn for thousands of years underwater. The Xianxia Mysterious Flame ranked 13th on the 100 million flame rankings. The Black Flame Sea Dragon Emperor shot towards Xiaoyan. As it burst out of the ocean, its black scales ignited with the Xianxia Mysterious Flame. This flame carried not only terrifying heat, but also pressure as heavy as towering mountains. In an instant, it formed a massive prison tens of thousands of zhang in size, trapping Xiaoyan within. Then, its body shrank and transformed into a human figure, a man dressed in black flame robes. "Huh, may I ask who you are? Do you have an invitation from the Flame Spirit clan?" The man smiled faintly. However, before he could finish speaking, his expression froze, because Xiaoyan seemed not to have heard him at all. With a casual palm strike, a terrifying force instantly crushed the prison into countless fragments of flame. Those fragments gathered into Xiao Yan's hand, eventually condensing into a small mountain-shaped black flame, the very form of the Shenshan mysterious flame. How is this possible? Shock filled the man's face. The Shenshan mysterious flame was ranked 13th, yet Xiao Yan had taken control of it so effortlessly. At that moment, Xiao Yan looked at him and smiled faintly. I am Xiao Yan, master of the Dao domain. I have come at the invitation of the Flame Spirit clan. Your Flame Emperor Xiao Yan. The Black Flame Sea Dragon Emperor was greatly shocked. No wonder he could so easily break the prison and control the flame. Xiao Yan was the champion of the Pill Gathering, and a true Heaven Supreme expert, just like the Flame Spirit clan leader. I am the Black Flame Sea Dragon Emperor. I was ordered by the clan leader to wait here for the Flame Emperor 5 days ago. After confirming Xiao Yan's identity, he bowed respectfully. He then glanced at the flame in Xiao Yan's hand. That was his life flame. Without it, his strength would be reduced by half. I apologize for my earlier offense. He bowed again. Xiao Yan immediately understood his thoughts. With a flick of his finger, the Shenshan mysterious flame returned to him. Afterward, Xiao Yan requested to be guided into the Flame Spirit clan to visit an old senior. The Black Flame Sea Dragon Emperor nodded and led him into the Flame Spirit continent. The Flame Spirit continent, a supercontinent of unimaginable scale. It was said to be divided into 81 regions, each spanning millions of miles. After traveling for an hour, they finally entered the central region, the Flame Spirit clan's reception hall. The Flame Spirit Heavenly Palace was located at the very center. Which region is Senior Tuoshe Ancient God in? Xiao Yan asked. He is the Flame Sovereign. Since being subdued by the ancestor 1,000 years ago, he has remained in the northern ranch of the continent. A ranch? Xiao Yan recalled something from years ago. At that time, the great elder of the ancient Sky Python clan had given him a jade slip, which likely pointed to this place. At this moment, the Black Flame Sea Dragon Emperor stopped. Continue in this direction. After several million miles, you'll reach the Flame Spirit Heavenly Palace. You go ahead. I will inform the clan leader. He handed Xiao Yan a token. This is the Flame Spirit Heavenly Token. Show it to the gatekeeper, he will recognize you. After saying this, he flew off in another direction. Xiao Yan glanced at the token, then accelerated toward the Flame Spirit Heavenly Palace. The Flame Spirit clan chief truly overestimates himself. Upon seeing Xiao Yan for the first time, he already wanted to spar with him in flame control techniques. Picking up from the previous part, just as Xiao Yan was only several 100,000 li away from the Flame Spirit Heavenly Hall, a familiar aura suddenly entered his perception range. This immediately caused Xiao Yan to pause in surprise. Xiao Yan turned his gaze toward the right side of the horizon. He could sense numerous auras millions of li away from the Flame Spirit Heavenly Hall. Among those auras, there was unexpectedly someone he recognized. What was that person doing in the Flame Spirit clan? After sensing that familiar presence, Xiao Yan glanced at the Flame Spirit Heavenly Hall, now right before him. Through the probing power of his divine soul perception, he saw a grey-robed elder sitting cross-legged at the entrance of the Heavenly Hall. That should be the guardian mentioned by the Black Flame Sea Dragon Emperor. Despite being only a short distance away from the Flame Spirit Heavenly Hall, Xiao Yan did not continue forward. Instead, he turned and flew toward the area, millions of li away where the auras were gathered. He decided to go express his gratitude, because when he first arrived in the Great Thousand World, that person had once helped him. 100 Battle Platform. This was the 100 Battle Platform, a place forged for combat where the experts of the Flame Spirit clan gathered to test their strength, temper their flames, and decide superiority through battle. Across the vast expanse of the Flame Spirit continent, divided into 81 regions, each region possessed at least one such platform. It was not merely an arena, but a stage where pride, power, and lineage were laid bare for all to witness. And at this very moment, Upon one of these towering battle platforms, a lone young man stood with his hands behind his back, his posture calm yet resolute. His gaze swept across the surroundings without the slightest trace of hesitation. He had come here to challenge the very peak of the Flame Spirit Clan's younger generation. "I am a student of the Northern Spiritual Academy." His voice had earlier echoed across the platform, steady and confident. The Northern Spiritual Academy, one of the 5 great academies of the Great Thousand World, a place that nurtured countless talents and produced renowned experts across generations. Yet, no matter how illustrious its name sounded, when placed before an ancient behemoth like the Flame Spirit Clan, its foundation still appeared lacking. After all, within the academy, the strongest guardian figure only stood at the Earth Supreme level, while within the Flame Spirit Clan, such a level was far from the pinnacle. Thus, when this seemingly bold, almost reckless student declared his intent to spar with the younger elites of the Flame Spirit Clan, the clan did not refuse. On the contrary, they opened their gates wide and welcomed him in. Of course, the courtesy shown on the surface was merely the dignity befitting a great clan. Beneath that calm exterior, many eyes carried faint amusement, as if watching a lone challenger step onto a stage far beyond his weight, because in their eyes, this so-called challenge was little more than entertainment. Though they appeared courteous on the surface, there was clearly a hint of mockery beneath it. At this moment on the platform, a fierce battle had already continued for several minutes. The one fighting the Northern Spiritual Academy student was the strongest among the 3 kings of the younger generation, Yan Lu. A deep collision sound rang out, and the 2 figures were both forced backward by the impact. Immediately after, the Northern Academy student shot into the sky. As the seals in his hands rapidly changed, layers of thunderclouds formed above. Within the thunderclouds, a gigantic black-patterned finger, tens of thousands of jang in size, descended from the heavens. Sensing the destructive power within that finger, Yan Lu's eyes narrowed slightly. With a wave of his sleeve, a blue-white flame surged out from within his body. At that moment, a streak of light suddenly shot across the distant horizon, landing on a mountain not far from the platform. That figure was Xiao. Could that be the 9,000 Karma Flame, ranked 15th on the 100 million flame rankings? Xiao looked toward Yan Lu, his gaze locking directly onto the blue-white flame in his hand. The Flame Spirit Clan truly deserved its title as the greatest flame clan in the Great Thousand World. Even a young member could control a top 15 heavenly flame. However, Xiao did not come here because of Yan Lu, nor because of that 9,000 Karma Flame. He came for someone else. Just as the Northern Academy student was about to unleash the black-patterned giant finger, a faint chuckle suddenly sounded behind him. "Hehe, Chin brother, long time no see." Hearing the voice, the Northern Academy student immediately stopped his attack and turned around. A familiar face entered his sight. He exclaimed in surprise, "You are Xiao." Xiao appearance shocked him greatly. With a wave of his hand, the massive attack in the sky dissipated. This Northern Academy student was Qin Zhantian. Back when Xiao had just arrived in the Great Thousand World, he had been obstructed by experts of the Blood God clan while seeking help. It was thanks to Qin Zhantian's timely arrival that he was rescued. Later, Qin Zhantian had personally escorted Xiao all the way to the Western Heaven domain, only departing after ensuring his safety. That brief journey, though not long, had left a deep impression on Xiao. Qin Zhantian was not bound by any sect, clan, or lineage. A lone cultivator, free as the wind, yet fierce as a storm. And perhaps because of that freedom, his nature was one of relentless battle. For nearly a decade, he had roamed the vast expanses of the Great Thousand World, challenging experts wherever he went. From renowned sect elders to hidden reclusive powerhouses, none were spared his blade. He had tasted both victory and defeat, but it was precisely through those life-and-death battles that his strength surged forward at an astonishing pace. 7 years ago, he broke through and stepped into the realm of Upper Earth Supreme, a level that countless cultivators could never hope to reach in their lifetime. And now, He stood at the threshold of an even greater realm, the great perfection Earth Supreme. A step forward and he would stand among the true elites of the great thousand world. Brother Qin, it's been nearly 10 years. You've been well, I trust. Xiao Yan cupped his fists, a faint smile appearing on his face. His voice was calm, yet carried a trace of genuine warmth rarely seen from him. Qin Jantian paused for a brief moment, clearly caught off guard by this unexpected reunion. But before he could respond, a voice cut in from the side. Brother Qin. Yan Lu's gaze sharpened slightly as he spoke, his tone carrying a hint of pressure. You've withdrawn your attack. Does that mean you're admitting defeat? The atmosphere on the 100 battle platform instantly tightened. All eyes turned toward Qin Jantian. For a warrior like him, those words were no different from a direct challenge to his pride. Qin Jantian suddenly let out a loud laugh. His aura surged wild and unrestrained like a blade unsheathed after long silence. Admit defeat. His eyes burned with fierce intent. Qin Jantian have only ever known defeat in battle, but never surrender. Each word struck like thunder. He slowly raised his hand once more. Ancient seals began to reform between his fingers, faintly emitting an oppressive aura. Then, without even looking back, he spoke to Xiao Yan. Brother Xiao Yan, give me a moment. Let me crush this Yan Lu first. Then we'll sit down and talk properly. Boom! Before his words had even fully faded, another earth-shaking clash erupted across the 100 battle platform. The sky trembled. Spiritual energy roared like a tidal wave, and the battle reignited with even greater intensity than before. After an intense clash, the final result was Qin Jantian's defeat. The reason, Yanlu cultivated the flame mantra Fenjue, allowing him to control 4 heavenly flames simultaneously, 2 of which ranked within the top 20. Afterward, Qin Jantian approached Xiao Yan. Brother Xiao Yan, what brings you to the Flame Spirit clan? I came to visit an old senior who once helped me. Just as his words fell, a faint laugh echoed from the sky. Heh. I was wondering why the ruler of the Dao Qi continent wasn't waiting at the Flame Spirit Heavenly Hall. So you came here to join in the excitement with my clan's juniors. Xiao Yan turned toward the sky. Several figures floated over, led by an elderly man with a bold aura. The vast energy of heaven and earth surging around him instantly revealed his identity. Flame Spirit Clan Chief Fen Huang. His arrival caused everyone present, including Yan Lu, to kneel on one knee. Within the Flame Spirit Clan, aside from the legendary ancestor, the clan chief held the greatest authority. My apologies, Clan Chief Fen Huang. I only came because I sensed a familiar aura. Xiao Yan cupped his fists. His gaze briefly swept toward a graceful figure behind Fen Huang, Huo Tianyang, whom he had met in the heavenly spirit plane. Fen Huang laughed. Haha, I've long heard that the Flame Emperor possesses unparalleled flame control, able to command dozens of heavenly flames at once. This is our clan's 100 battle platform. Since the Flame Emperor has come all this way, how about we exchange pointers and spar in flame control? Xiao Yan narrowed his eyes slightly, then smiled. A friendly spar, is it? The Flame Spirit Clan is the greatest flame clan in the great thousand world, and my cultivation also revolves around fire. Since Clan Chief Fen Huang has offered this opportunity, I will naturally go all out. With a flash, Xiao Yan appeared opposite Fen Huang. Both stood facing each other with faint smiles. At that moment, the spiritual energy of heaven and earth began to boil, and the temperature rapidly soared. Become a member and watch the next episode before it drops. Thank you.